Hey guys, let me tell you about a place just north of Kansas City. In the last 4 years, the population here has grown by 3.6%. Home prices went up 10% last year, and since 2023, they've brought in over $650 million in new industrial projects. If you want to know Kelsey's best-kept secret, I'm about to let you in on all of it. While most people are fighting for homes in the usual places, there's a hidden gem just north of KC that's quietly beating the market where it counts. Let me tell you why Liberty, Missouri might be the smartest move you make in 2025. Most people drive right past Liberty on I-35 and don't give it a second thought. Like I said, Liberty is about 20 minutes north of downtown Kansas City, right off I-35. It's tucked between Kelsea and the Missouri River. It's one of those towns that's been around forever but somehow stays under the radar for housing. Liberty was founded in 1822, making it one of Missouri's oldest towns. But bigger suburbs like Overland Park and Lee's Summit usually get all the attention. Meanwhile, Liberty has been quietly building something special. The Census Bureau says about 31,245 people live in Liberty as of last July. That's up 3.6% since 2020. One of the best things about Liberty is its location. You get easy access to KC while still enjoying that small town feel that's getting harder to find these days. From Liberty, you can get downtown in about 20 minutes on I-35. That's about the same as other suburbs, but you don't pay those high prices. And when we look at the housing numbers later, you'll see just how much those prices differ between Liberty and places like Overland Park. So keep watching because you'll want to see just how much value Liberty really offers. The average commute to work is about 23 minutes. That's not bad at all when you think about what you get for that drive. Here's something else that caught my attention. MLS data shows that Liberty is attracting buyers from big cities like LA, Denver, and Washington, D.C. These aren't just local people moving around. People are making big moves from all over the country to live in Liberty. If you're finding this helpful, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. In this channel, I show you the hidden gems and up-and-coming areas before everyone else finds out. And if you're thinking about moving to the KC area soon, subscribing means you'll get the inside scoop on places like Liberty before prices go up again. Now, what I love about Liberty is how it's kept its character while growing. This town has a history going back to 1822, but it's grown without losing that real small town feel that draws people in. The location puts you in a sweet spot where you can get to everything Kansas City offers without dealing with the big city headaches. You get a great location with easy access to KC, but that's just the start of what makes Liberty special. What really makes it stand out is something you feel as soon as you visit. It's a true sense of community, and that's hard to find these days. When we take a closer look at Liberty's downtown and parks, you'll see why so many families are leaving big cities to live here. The lifestyle in Liberty offers something other KC suburbs just can't, even though they cost more. While other KC suburbs are building the same homes with no character, Liberty's different. This town has kept its heart while it grows, and that's rare today. I'm going to show you the lifestyle features that make Liberty a hot topic in real estate, even though many people in KC don't know it yet. You know what really caught my eye about Liberty? It's got something most growing suburbs lose. Historic downtown Liberty has over 30 local shops and restaurants, my favorite being Classy Chocolate, a quaint little chocolate shop right off the city square. They also run a farmer's market every week from May to October and hold First Thursday late-night shopping events. The city's 2024 plan shows they're serious about keeping that small town feel. Liberty's outdoor spaces are another big one. The town is next to over 6,000 acres of Clay County parkland, including Smithville Lake. The Liberty Community Center has a 9,300 square foot fitness center, 4 pools, and even a theater. This investment in parks and community centers follows the same pattern as the big economic growth we'll talk about later. We're talking over $650 million in projects that are driving Liberty's growth right now. Liberty Public Schools serve about 12,150 students. The schools have a 96% graduation rate and an 80% college and career readiness rate. The district is in the top 20% in Missouri and is fully accredited, scoring 156.5 out of 200 on the 2024 state report. The student-to-teacher ratio is 14:1, giving kids strong support. What really sets Liberty apart, though, from other suburbs is its community feel. You can walk to the farmer's market and local shops, but still have all the modern things you need. The downtown and shopping areas have a mix of local and national stores and restaurants. This kind of balance is hard to find these days. Liberty has neighborhoods with real character, but there's still room for new families to move in. That historic downtown creates a sense of place you don't get in newer suburbs. This true small town feel is what makes Liberty stand out when we compare it later to Overland Park and Lee's Summit. The outdoor fun here goes beyond what you might expect. Being close to Smithville Lake means you can go boating, fishing, and enjoy the water anytime. The community center has programs for everyone from youth sports to senior activities, so there's something for every age. All these lifestyle perks would be impressive on their own, but there's something else catching attention in real estate circles. It's how Liberty's housing market is performing. When you see the price numbers I'm about to share, you'll see why investors and homebuyers are looking at Liberty. The data tells a story that seems almost too good to be true, but I've got the numbers to prove it. And days on market, let's just say it's something even experienced agents are surprised to see. Let me show you about why real estate investors are quietly buying property in Liberty while most KC buyers aren't even looking here yet. The market numbers I'm going to share might sound unbelievable in today's economy, but they're real. When you see how fast home prices are growing up and how quickly homes are selling, you'll see why I tell my clients this is such a rare chance. So just how strong is this market? The median list price in May 2025 was $361,862. That's up 9.7% from last year, according to Heartland MLS. That's strong growth, but Liberty still gives you good value compared to other KC suburbs. The speed of the market tells the real story. Homes here go under contract in just 5 days, according to Zillow and MLS data. Kansas City as a whole averages about 19 days. This shows buyers are acting fast and competition is real. This demand is tied to big employers we'll talk about soon, like Amazon with 2,500 employees and Liberty Hospital with 2,200 workers. Tight supply is part of why demand is high. In May 2025, there were 179 active listings. That's up 11.9% from the month before, but it's still a tight market. The median home value is $326,135, up 1.8% from last year. These numbers show steady growth without wild swings. New construction is booming too. Liberty issued 112 residential permits from January to May 2025, according to city data, and new homes are getting snapped up fast, which keeps supply and demand balanced. When you look at the region, Liberty's value really stands out. Home prices here are about 10% higher than the Kelsea metro median of $330,000, but much lower than Overland Park or Lee Summit. You get a great community at a better price. We'll talk more about this price gap and tax benefits when we compare Liberty to those suburbs later. The type of buyers here also shows strong demand. Heartland MLS data shows Liberty is attracting buyers from cities like LA, Denver, and DC. These aren't investors looking to flip. These are families making long-term choices about where to live. So these numbers tell a strong story, but to really see why Liberty is taking off, we need to look at who is moving here and why. The job data I'm about to share might surprise you the most about Liberty. You'll see the kinds of companies that are picking Liberty over other Kelsea suburbs, and the jobs they're bringing in, they're not just big in number. They're the kind of jobs that create steady, long-term growth for years to come. The story behind Liberty's growth isn't just about homes though. It's about who is putting big money into this town and why. Fortune 500 companies aren't showing up in Liberty by accident. There's just a smart economic shift happening here that most people in Kelsea haven't seen yet. Let's look at who's moving to Liberty and why this place is booming. The jobs here are a big reason for the growth. Since 2023, over $650 million has been invested in new industrial and logistics projects. This has added more than 6 million square feet of space, according to the Liberty Economic Development Corporation. This isn't small growth. This is a major economic expansion. The top employers in 2025 show how diverse the job market is here. Amazon has 2,500 workers. Liberty Hospital has 2,230 employees. Liberty Public Schools has 2,145 staff. Hallmark Cards has 1,600 workers and LMB Automotive has 650. This mix of employers gives stability across different job types. These numbers will mean even more when we get to the end and see how they support Liberty's growth. Jobs keep growing here and with new projects too. In 2024, Tab USA opened its US headquarters at a battery plant in Liberty, bringing 50 high-wage jobs, according to Kelsea ADC and Tab reports. The unemployment rate in December 2024 was just 2.5%, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics data. That shows us that the job market here is strong. Big development plans are adding to this long-term growth. Montage Liberty is a 1,000-acre mixed-use community with homes, shops, and parks. Phase 1 is already being built, and when it's finished, it'll have 1,800 single-family homes, 1,400 multifamily units, 2.2 million square feet of commercial space, and 170 acres of green space, according to the City of Liberty. These factors create a strong base for steady growth. Liberty's location helps logistics and distribution jobs. Healthcare provides stable jobs, schools create jobs, and manufacturing brings in good paying positions. This variety means the local economy doesn't rely on just one industry. All this creates a cycle. More jobs bring in more people. That creates demand for homes and services. This demand brings in more businesses and more jobs, and the $650 million invested since 2023 is building the base for even more economic growth. This strong economic base is impressive by itself, but what makes Liberty's story even more powerful is how it compares to its well-known neighbors. When we look at Liberty next to suburbs like Overland Park and Lee Summit, the value really stands out. The numbers I'm about to share show a price gap that can't last as more people learn what's happening here. These price and tax differences are creating a rare chance that smart buyers are already taking. I'm about to show you something that changes how most people in Kansas City see real estate. When you compare Liberty to the premium suburbs people always talk about, and the numbers, they make Liberty's advantage crystal clear. You might start to question what you've heard before. What if you could get the same lifestyle and investment potential for a lower price? The comparison I'm about to walk through shows why smart investors are shifting their focus to this hidden gem. When you look at the numbers, Liberty's advantage becomes clear. The median list price in Liberty is $361,862. Overland Park is at $502,500 and Lee Summit is at $418,000. You save a lot in Liberty while still getting great schools and a good lifestyle. Property taxes give you another reason to look at Liberty. The city tax rate is 85 cents per $100 of value. In Overland Park, it's $1.31, and in Lee Summit, it's $1.24. Over time, these lower taxes save homeowners a lot of money. The schools in Liberty are strong too. Liberty Public Schools ranks in the top 20% of districts in Missouri. Blue Valley in Overland Park has distinction status, and Lee Summit schools are accredited. All three areas offer good schools for families. Liberty also has a growing job base. Over $650 million has been invested in industrial and logistics projects. This creates jobs that Overland Park and Lee's Summit can't match right now. Those suburbs are more built out, but Liberty has the space and momentum to keep growing. Liberty's historic downtown also sets it apart. It dates back to 1822 and has over 30 local shops and restaurants. There are farmers markets and community events that give Liberty a special feel. You don't get that in many newer suburbs. Commutes are easy too. Liberty is just 19 minutes from downtown Kelsea on I-35. That's similar to Overland Park and Lee's Summit. The difference is that you get this access at a lower price with more room for growth. Liberty has a bright future. Overland Park and Lee's Summit are more developed, but Liberty still has space to grow. Big projects like Montage Liberty are bringing more homes and jobs to the area. The 9.7% rise in home prices shows that growth is already happening, and when you look at the full picture, Liberty's value becomes clear. Lower home prices, lower taxes, good schools, a growing job base, and a real sense of community make Liberty a strong choice. You get what people love about Kelsea suburbs, but at a price that makes sense with more growth on the way. So there you have it, guys. Liberty isn't just another Kelsea suburb. It's a hidden gem with small town charm and big economic growth. The numbers tell the story. The population grew by 3.6%. Home prices went up 9.7% last year. Since 2023, there's been over $650 million invested in new industrial investment here. I'm telling you that the price gap between Liberty and places like Overland Park will not last forever. If you want that small town feel with big city access and at a price that still makes sense, Liberty might be the smartest move you make in 2025. And if you're ready to take advantage of this opportunity before the price gap closes, reach out at Kelsea, Kelsea, at lakewoodhomesandland.com. I know this market inside and out. Homes here go under contract in just 5 days, so you'll need someone who can move fast. In a market like Liberty, timing is everything. Speaking of growing areas with hidden opportunities, you won't want to miss my new video, so make sure to click on the next. Just like Liberty, the next city we discuss is quietly turning into a boomtown with over $1 billion in new projects that most people aren't talking about yet. Click the video on the screen now, and I'll see you there. Have a great week.